What is up, guys? It is time for the long overdue grocery haul. I've been promising it for a while, and I'm finally going to film one. And as you can tell by the hair and beard, this was filmed a few months ago. But the reason you're just not seeing it is because I am off doing volunteer work for the church and I'm not in town. So I will have the next 4 days off the gym. So the next, I do believe, 3 videos will all be pre-recorded and not workouts. So this is the first of that batch of videos. But today's plan, I am on my way to Aldis. I don't know what you guys do or don't know about Aldis. I feel like it's pretty common in the U.S. Not just here in the Midwest, but I think it is pretty well all over the United States. I could be entirely wrong, but I think it's fairly common. But Aldis is a pretty good, affordable grocery store. Even in these trying times, it is still pretty gosh dang affordable. So the goal for today is to just stick within the outer ring, not go inside any of the actual aisles, get my vegetables, my carb sources, and my protein, and try to keep it around $50 to $55. As long as it's under $60, we're golden, because that's all I really have to spend on groceries for the week. But I'm going to show you guys how to spend $60 or less at Aldi's for a week worth of dieting. So, that being said, see you when we get to the grocery store. Alright, let's start off with our carb source here. So I ate yellow because I think it tastes better. And they cook better, I think how they cook. But in terms of price and bang for your buck, roasting is about 8 cents cheap. But we're going to go with a bag of yellow potatoes for that. So, do what as you may, do as you please. You may prefer steak. Sorry. We're going to be found our next item here. That's 86. Or sorry, 96 for. It's probably $7.99 a pound. Next protein source, definitely handle this kind of chicken at about $3.50 a pound. Not too shabby, I think over that. Pretty good shit. Actually, we went for it. So we got 4 things ground chicken. That should put us at about $35 for this. And then, let's see. I'm trying to think of what kind of chicken breast I want here. These family slices do pretty good. We get almost 3 pounds of chicken here already sliced out and ready to go. This will last about 3 or 4 meals. So that's $10. So pretty good. Let's see. I think we'll just grab one more thing over here. They have it. And we'll call it. Dang.
I was gonna say, I think you got a whole bunch of
There it is. Jeez. I think that'll be it for today. Alright, and just like that, we're out of the store as promised. keeping it under 50. It's $49.90. So pretty well nailed it. But that's also because I had to buy a paper bag. But those things were my few cents. So honestly, nailed it. I will say I did not get something I wanted, which was shredded lettuce, but I did not see any. So I will stop by the other grocery store closer to my house to grab that. So you can chalk it up to being, if that's like $2, take the few cents off for the paper bag and chalk it up to being like $50 and some odd cents, or $51 and some odd cents for this grocery haul. But let's break it down. So each thing of protein, right? From so let's start with the ground meats, right? 4 ground chickens, 2 ground lean beefs, 96.4. Each one of those can be split in half, so those are 12 meals within themselves. And then as I said, that tray of almost 3 pounds of chicken breast, thin sliced chicken breast, it's probably going to be able to be stretched between 3 or 4 meals. So we got 16 meals there. And then obviously 1 meal a day will involve the yellow potatoes, which will be post-workout meals. Probably about 400 grams of that, which is typically 2 decent-sized potatoes weighed out raw before I cook them. So, and that's typically around 90 to 100 grams of carbs, depending on what the weight ends up being when I weigh it out raw. But that should be, as I said, about 16 meals. And then cottage cheese, added here and there. That lasts probably 6 meals, because I believe there's 6 servings in a container. And then I'm going to go get some shredded lettuce. That's only going to last maybe 4 meals, quarter of a bag per meal. So that'll last me about 4 days. Just 1 meal a day will have a good serving of lettuce to get my grains in. So not too shabby for $50. Obviously, $50 went a long way a few years ago. It doesn't quite go as far anymore. But if you know what store to go to and what to look for, then you can still get a pretty stinking good meal and a pretty stinking good deal still. So Aldis is goated for a reason. I will say they also have a good breakfast, a turkey breakfast sausage. They get it too, ground turkey, turkey breast. They have ground lamb. They don't have ground bison. I would have gone for that if they had it, because I think that's almost the same as just a good lean ground beef anymore in terms of price. So if they had it, I would have got it. But I know they have ground lamb, ground turkey, both in tubes and fresh. Like the ground chicken and wing ground beef. They have turkey meatballs, turkey Polish kibasca. If you're more into, and a lot of deli lunch meat options, if you're down for eating that in your diet. I'm currently avoiding any highly processed foods at the moment, so I'm perfectly happy with what I grabbed outside of forgetting to grab my shreds. So that is on the agenda next. Get my shredded lettuce from a different grocery store, and I think that will be a pretty freaking good grocery haul. So, all that being said, I think that's the video, guys. We'll see you for the next one.